Alright guys, I made it to Austin, Texas, the capital city of the great state of Texas, which is also Texas Longhorn country. We're gonna go visit a friend of a friend who owns a local coffee roastery and make a short trip down to Lockhart, Texas. What's this guy doing? And tacos, we gotta get tacos. And I get to meet up with an old college buddy of mine who's gonna show me these plans, but what are they?
A little taco stand in the middle of the desert, eating fresh fruit in the LA heat, traveling the country, stopping into every diner, hauling the bump right next to me. Traveling food. Traveling food.
Barbecue place, all this cool food. Oop. More restaurants. At the world famous Pecan Grove RV Park. This is going to be interesting. Yep, and the Pecan Grove RV Park was definitely an interesting place. But you know what, it served its purpose. It was really close to downtown Austin. It was actually really close to a lot of cool restaurants and a dog park. And tomorrow we are going to walk down to the University of Texas to go check out the Texas versus USC Trojans football game. Time for us to go check in. Lots of parks in Austin, which is really cool. Between the RV park and downtown was this cool little park with the dog park. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, I love how they do the fake throw just to get the dogs to catch what was already in there. But anyways, I think Holland's gonna have fun, but we are on our way to campus. We walked by the Texas State Capitol building. We're gonna try to find us some tailgate grub. I love visiting bookstores when I travel, and on campus they had the University of Texas bookstore, which had a lot of Texas Longhorn gear, clothing, in addition to all the regular textbooks and stuff like that. But I think Holland really wanted this Horns hat, and they had this cool mural on the back wall. I left my mark deep in the heart of Texas. Hey, traveling food dude. Texas is all about brisket, smoked sausage, stuff like that. And Holland, the little booger that she is, got offered some homemade smoked sausage like the first tailgate we walked by, and she seemed to love it. It was a cool bunch of kids that we met at the first tailgate, and now we're off to explore some more. And Texas means brisket. And I was not disappointed by the amount of brisket that there was at these tailgates. Oh, hold on a second. Look at that brisket. A lot of people ask me what my favorite food is. That right there is it. A well done, or not a well done, but a well cooked brisket. I don't think it gets any better than that. Here comes the lead. This is one of them fancy tailgates with their own vinyl collection. Here it is, home of the Texas Longhorns. Pretty excited to be here. Kind of bummed because not bummed I have Holland with me, but bummed I'm not going to be able to go to the game. But we're still going to check out the action around the stadium. On our way down to 6th Street, one of the most famous streets in Austin, we passed by the Texas State Capitol building again, and there's a big celebration going on. It's actually called Grito de Dolores, which is known as Cry of Dolores, which is on the day or evening before September 16th, which is Mexico's Independence Day. So they had a pretty wild party going on.
A ver ese pinchirito mexicano. Gracias a toda la raza remangada que se encuentra presente, como no. Es un honor estar aquí con ustedes, de veras. Contentísimo, con algunos fans que se encuentran presentes, cómo no. A ver, Cerito, las mujeres solteras.
By the time we made it down to 6th Street, we were both a little tired, so we did a quick walk down the street. I did think it was funny that there was a USC bar there with some live music going on, but we headed back for the evening. Hello. We are at Maria's Taco Express. Apparently is known for some really good breakfast tacos and breakfast burritos. Cool looking place. Got all these restaurants in Austin, just look really cool from the outside. They're definitely funky. It's that big lady sticking up an old truck. They got a cool little patio. Bunch of old stuff, street light, cacti, mermaid, gas pump. But anyways, gonna go check it out. Some tacos. Man, there was way too much to choose from, and it was kind of between breakfast and lunch, so I didn't know whether to go breakfast or lunch. But I got kind of half and half chorizo, egg and cheese taco, and a al pastor taco. That was good. And now we're gonna go check out my friend's coffee roastery.
Hi.
She was one of the owners. She was just telling me that apparently this company, it's been in Austin for 30-something years, and they've had ownership in the company for about 15. So you
That's
guys...
right. Yeah, we've been involved with Trianon for about 15 years. Emil's really been the man behind the beans, helping get all the green beans and create this great collection of coffees and blends. And in the last year or so, just since about December, we've had an opportunity to become more involved with the cafe itself. And we've had an opportunity to try to really save this Austin institution, to be able to step up and try to breathe life back into what is a classic Austin coffee place. So it's been a great opportunity.
Yeah, so cool, guys. I got to give a shout out to my friend Heather, who Heather is high school friends with these guys. So she connected me. She heard I was coming into town. So we got a gator and a Seminole, I think.
A little bit. I did too.
So it's kind of cool.
I was a gator first and a Seminole second, so I'm always a gator.
We were just talking about some old Gainesville stories and how much Gainesville has changed. But it's really cool, and I was telling them, a friend of mine, when I was coming up here, Brent and Elena that I met last night, I asked them if they wanted anything, and they wanted some coffee that was roasted in Tampa. So I feel like coffee kind of, it reminds you of where you grew up. So like I said, these guys are doing a fantastic job with the company to keep it based in Austin and be in Austin's coffee. So I'm excited about the tour. And trust me, if you guys could smell it in here, it smells so good.
You'll smell like coffee now for several
That's
hours.
okay. It's better than the brisket that I've been smelling like for the last 3 days. But, thank you guys.
It's better than that. Yeah, thank you.
So how do you pronounce the name of your company? Trianon. Where does that name come from?
Versailles. So in Versailles, there's two buildings called Trianon. Not exactly sure why the original owners chose it.
Okay.
This is my roaster Anna.
I think I've seen her on a YouTube video.
Yeah,
Check it out.
So
Guys, it smells so good back here.
can I get a great batch for you? Just fucking in some Guatemalas or whatever.
Yeah, it's Guatemala. You can espresso if you want to make recipe. And then it's Guatemala.
Okay. So coffee's green. Before it's roasted, it's denser. It gets lighter as it roasts, and it also puffs up.
So I've heard if you have a darker roast coffee, it has less caffeine. Is that true?
It's 50%.
Okay.
From like
Which
the
is
lightest
pretty
to the
minimal.
darkest. True. Minimal difference, yeah. So let's see. She wanted me to bucket up some the decaf batch. So this is just we're doing a bunch of production batches of Guatemala today for a big order.
And you guys ship online?
We ship everything anywhere. Yeah. The green coffee gets dropped in the top. And this middle is a barrel on its side with ribs. Here actually, this one. You can kind of see how the barrel's spinning around, the ribs in there, which you won't be able to see very well. But they toss the beans off the wall, and they also move them, like they go back along the side and they get funneled down the middle. So they're mixing front to back and side to side. And the temperature of the beans is measured on this probe. We have my ambient temperature up here. When she fires it back up, there's a giant fuel array, like right under this side on the left. And if you circle around, you look through the side. Through the probe line. But that's where all the power comes from, right there.
How old are these machines?
This is it's like 92 and 94, or 94 and 96, or something like that. These are just a couple years apart. That one is like 10 or 12 years old. It's twice as big.
What is it? So they roast inside the actual.
Yeah. So green in here, they roast in here, turn from green to brown, and then this is cooling. This is drawing air through the beans.
What temperature do you normally roast at?
Well, everything gets dropped in the 400s. So 400 would be a really light roast, lighter than most of our roasts. And then we have a couple dark roasts that are air and moisture and oils to the surface of the beans. So in a dark roast, you push the oils to the surface and then they start to scald. And so some of that dark roast flavor is actually burned oil. Interesting, yes. And some of that's not bad. Sometimes it can be terrible, but like a little bit of that is what people are looking for in a dark roast, like temperature. But each of these coffees kind of wants to roast a different way. It's just too bad you can't smell it.
It's gotta be the best, one of the best smells ever. Okay, we got a gift for Holland. Where's it from?
It's a little dog bakery over by Whole Foods on South Lamar.
Sweet. So cool to hang out with Stacy and James and see their roastery, learn all about coffee, but now it is time for some brisket. So I'm going to do the 30-mile drive south of Austin down to a town called Lockhart, Texas, which is considered the barbecue capital of Texas, and there's a lot of barbecue places down there, but there's 4 major ones that I'm going to go check out. I am in Lockhart, Texas. Finally made it here. This is the birthplace of Texas barbecue. Black's, one of the most famous places here. There's 4 big barbecue places in Lockhart. Black's is one of them. So it's my first stop. I'm gonna go check it out. And I'm pretty damn excited. You got self-service sides. They all look really good. And then this is where the magic happens. Back here. Let's go, man. So these places around here are pretty old school. You can see, I mean, this one was built in like the 1930s, and most often in Texas, you just order your meat by the pound. So they'll have a selection of different kinds of meats. Tell them what you want, how much of it you want. I usually get the brisket just because brisket's the best thing, I think, to get in Texas, and I always get it moist or fatty just to get it a little on the juicy side, and this stuff looks pretty good. Moist brisket, cream corn, pecan cobbler. Holy crap. This barbecue place is as big as a Walmart. I'm glad I am here on a Monday in the middle of the afternoon when it's not that busy. But supposedly this place is jamming all the time. Here we go. Barbecue stop number 2. Texas Market. This place is huge. You can smell the brisket already. So obviously a little slow here today. Allison Barkley, this is your area. Trying to imagine this place being full, which I'm sure it's full a lot of the times too. I was pretty shocked how empty it was in here on a Tuesday afternoon, but you can see how many people they would seat in here with the size of the place. And look at all those smoking pits back there. I mean, it's crazy. And again, meat by the pound. I just did a quarter pound of brisket. It was pretty good. I always say barbecue is kind of tough because you never know, depending on the time of the day you go and then the cut of meat you get. It all varies a little bit, but that was pretty good. Alright. Stop number 3. It's called Smitty's Market. Barbecue, hot sausage. This is in like an old part of Main Street. Definitely a lot smaller than the last couple of places. Again, the smell of barbecue as soon as you open that front door. It's gotta be one of the best smells in the world. Yeah. I see the fire. Oh, this is cool. Oh my goodness, it's hot. Whew. Describe these places. The old building. And look at that, the fire's right near my feet. But time to try some of these brisket. So have you guys noticed that pretty much all these barbecue places are serving up their barbecue with just plain old white bread? Hey, do y'all have any forks?
Nope, just knives and fingers.
Nice.
Sir.
Hardcore. No forks allowed. Do you have a knife? Alright, I'm starting to get full, but hit 3 out of the 4, now off to the 4th place. Here is the last one that I think I'm gonna visit. I am full. I don't even think I can get any food in here. But I'm still gonna check it out. They got little Friday Night Lights. You guys might have heard the term Friday Night Lights before. Obviously, that's high school football, and in Texas, high school football is huge. I was hoping it's this football season. My fingers are crossing we'll get to a game somewhere in Texas, but we'll see. But first, let's check out this place. Three pitmasters, one of them was 20 years. Dude, they just hooked me up with some good brisket, little sausage. This is the man here.
Yes, sir.
Give me a little.
Welcome.
Thanks, dude.
Welcome to Chisholm Trail Barbecue, y'all. Off of 183. This is my bro Elliot right here.
What's up, man? Yeah, they just gave me the history of the barbecue joints here in Lockhart. There's a lot of history. So, what do I got?
This is our moist brisket. This is our in-house sausage. We make this here, right in the building. And then this right here is our smoked fajita. As far as I know, we're the only barbecue restaurant that does fajita.
That's cool. What kind of sausage is that? Is it just like a house sausage?
85% beef, 15% pork.
Sweet. And I got some banana pudding too because I got a sweet tooth. So here we go, number 4. So all these barbecue places sell wedges of cheese as well. It's pretty interesting. Con pie is a big Texas thing. And Bluebell ice cream is made not too far from here. So if you're a barbecue lover, definitely check out Lockhart. There's a lot of history, as the guy was saying. There's like families that had feuds and started new restaurants and all that kind of stuff. But obviously when you go there, you got to try all 4 or more places out. Hey, made it back to Austin. I got to take Holland out for a walk, so we're gonna go check out the Barton Creek, cross over it, and it leads up into Barton Springs, which is a really cool part of Austin. It's actually pretty close to where the South by Southwest big music festival is every year. But the springs are really cool, and I did hear part of it is dog friendly, so we're gonna go check it out. Which is like a public, it's like a natural spring where you can swim in it for a fee, but apparently the north end has a shallow area where dogs can go play. It's the perfect time to try out Holland's new little GoPro harness.
A little taco stand in the middle of the desert, eating fresh fruit in the LA heat. Traveling the country, stopping into every diner, hauling the bump right next to me. Traveling food. Traveling food. We drove 1,000 miles to a football game, deep in the swamp where the Gators play. We had cheesy fries and a lemonade, and the traveling food at a second plate. Traveling food. Traveling food. Traveling food. Traveling food.
So today is Tuesday, National Hamburger Day, but it's also Taco Tuesday, so I'm not sure what people are going to do about that. But anyways, just uploading some more photos. And my old college roommate, Eric, should be here shortly. We're going to go grab some lunch. He lives out in Houston, but is in Austin for business today, so that worked out pretty good. So got some company coming by town, brought a little delivery, some Shiner Bock. And I don't know what this one is. Shiner Bock's one of my favorite beers. He's in town from Houston. And believe it or not, he's in the early stages of building an RV park on the north side of Austin. So we're going to check out the plans on my journey. What's up, Eric?
Video?
Yeah. So he's doing an RV park in
man. So
Austin.
You're going to be my expert.
Yeah, hooked up with some kind of gift. Ooh, I think I know what it is. This is awesome. I love it. Oh, okay. It's all good. We got some more neighbors. Always making friends. This is
two of a kind, man.
dude, this is badass. Alright, I'm doing a horrible camera job. This is my buddy Eric's old Texas University of Florida license plate. By the way, that says Gator Bait. So he's actually got...
First thing we do is install bottle openers at every site.
Nice.
Right?
Because we're having an issue right now.
Yeah, we're having
these beers.
phase like this, but it's 200 unit RV park on the north side of Austin.
That's so funny.
Should I hide all the intersections?
But there you have it, folks. Another, telling you, RV life is taking off.
Yeah, man.
If you're in the real estate world, you might want to get on this.
It's back ends. And we'll do like long-term parking back in through here.
Yeah, well, people stay for like, 6 months or a year.
Yeah,
or
people are finding that this is like a solution, kind of affordable housing solution, because apartments are getting so expensive. So, you can do great amenities with like apartment amenities. We'll have 2 swimming pools, laundry facilities, really nice bathrooms.
Now we're going to go check out an Austin institution called Threadgills. The original Threadgills was actually a gas station on the north side of town that opened in 1933. Kind of morphed into a music venue and a restaurant, and eventually around 1980 they relocated to just south of downtown Austin. It's old school. Southern cuisine. Good chicken fried. steak. Mashed potatoes and gravy, broccoli and ice casserole, Texas caviar. Definitely good to catch up with an old buddy. And for you RVers out there, make sure to check out Stone Oak Ranch RV Resort in Georgetown, just north of Austin. Should be opening pretty soon. And on the next episode, I'm going to go to the legendary Austin city limits.